Roman fighting for himself or even just his family. It's about anybody who's ever been ill, who's ever struggled, who's ever suffered and had to overcome. Roman Reigns is fighting for the world tonight.
Drew McIntyre, Samoan drop by Reigns right out of the box. Cover, quick cover, hooks the inside leg, kick out by McIntyre. I mean, think about the emotional year it's been for Reigns. He finally won the Universal Championship at SummerSlam, only to have to give it up for illness 2 months later, and now to get back to this point at WrestleMania.
Roman has been incredibly open about his opinion that if it weren't for the support of the WWE Universe, he doesn't believe he would have made it. But here he is, 6 months later at WrestleMania, where the big dog belongs.
With his biggest thorn in his side being Drew McIntyre.
Big boot to the face of McIntyre by Reigns. Roman Reigns bounces off the ropes. Spine buster by McIntyre. Jackknife cover isn't enough here. Almost had Reigns at 2.
Incredibly athletic for a man of his size as Drew McIntyre. You would expect someone so muscular, so massive to maybe be a step slower. Oh! Not the case with McIntyre.
Well, he's always had the potential. That's why he was once tabbed the chosen one. And now McIntyre, though, wants to reach the potential. My God. Full as he can, as Roman Reigns catches him with a boot. And there, the leg drop. McIntyre hung up on the second rope and out to the floor.
Drew's always had all the tools, but he's not had everything that Roman Reigns has had. I think that's where his jealousy lies in Drew McIntyre.
It's not about jealousy, Renee. Drew McIntyre made his statement when he returned to WWE. He was going to eliminate complacency. He wanted the position that Roman Reigns was in, that Seth Rollins was in. The workhorses of the company. Drew McIntyre wanted to take their spots in WWE, and that's what he has the opportunity to do.
Can
tonight.
I correct you on something? You used the word eliminate. I believe the word was exterminate is what Drew McIntyre wants to do. Again, watch the impact. Scalp kiss, the massive headbutt by McIntyre, and there's the throw to Reigns. He just tossed the big dog across the ring.
See the way Roman's body contorted on impact. Cover
by McIntyre. Hooks the leg. Roman at 2 gets the shoulder up and ear fall for McIntyre. The longer this match goes, you have to believe it favors McIntyre. He's in ring shape. He's been battling.
Give it up, Roman. Yes or no, man?
Every week for months.
You're absolutely right. Ring shape doesn't come back to you overnight. Drew McIntyre competes night in, night out. Roman Reigns, while maybe in peak physical condition, being in great shape does not mean you're in great ring shape.
How about it, Roman?
Corey, you've suffered injuries in your career before you come back to in-ring action. How difficult is it to get back into that, quote, in-ring shape?
It's incredibly difficult depending on the duration of the time you're out. Roman's been out 6 months. To be in ring shape, it's the running, it's the going down and getting back up over and over again. It's like a training for its own sort of sport. It's not just something that can be remedied on a treadmill. It's the entire sports entertainment process, and it takes time to get your body to optimal performance.
Graves, you said it yourself earlier that Roman Reigns looks like he's in incredible shape, maybe the best we've seen him be in.
Agreed. Physically speaking, you can achieve that in the gym. What I'm talking about is when we get into the deep water, if McIntyre pushes Roman to the 10, 15, 20-minute mark, is Roman going to have that gas in the tank? Is he going to be able to be the big dog we know and love?
We know that Drew McIntyre wanted to be able to separate Roman Reigns from the Shield. He knew that's how he could take them all apart.
McIntyre lands on the apron. Roman Reigns ducks underneath and catches him with a clothesline.
No ring rust there from the big dog.
To this point, Roman's looked very, very effective. But I'm sure Drew McIntyre would love to take this match deep, to make it go a little bit longer.
Well, the other problem for Roman, Corey, he's in there with a machine. McIntyre is a machine.
You're absolutely
I think Goose
right.
is thinking of something big right now.
Roman with a drive-by, nobody home, landed spine first on the apron, and now McIntyre begins the assault.
And that's just a testament to why Drew McIntyre is so dangerous. He obviously studied Roman Reigns. He has been prepared for anything Roman has thrown his way thus far.
Can't deny the work that Drew McIntyre puts in.
Oh, talk about work. This is just pure physicality.
And really the question is Drew McIntyre with a suplex to the floor. The question is this: how much punishment can Roman Reigns take? Not how much can he dish out tonight, but how much punishment can he absorb?
I know Roman very well. He's a very proud man, but again, you got to look at the level, this focus of Drew McIntyre, this nastiness, the levels that he will go to walk away with a win tonight.
And I think that's what we're going to have to use to determine the condition, the true condition of Roman Reigns tonight. We know there has never been any quit in the big dog. That's not what Roman does. But
oh, and there's an example.
If Drew McIntyre can beat him into submission tonight, can force the big dog to say he's had enough, we'll realize this isn't quite the Roman Reigns we know.
Oh, look at this. Reigns prone top rope. McIntyre's got him in position for this Alabama-like slam that he loves to deliver.
This is terrifying power from the Scottish psychopath.
Face first, center of the ring. McIntyre for a huge win at WrestleMania and a kick out by Reigns.
That's about as close to a 3 count as you're going to get without the bell ringing.
Back to the drawing board, McIntyre.
I disagree, Renee. I think Drew just needs to keep his foot on the gas pedal at this point. Everything Reigns has tried, McIntyre's had a counter and an answer for. Look one more time, driving Reigns face first in the center of the ring. And I believe, honestly, if McIntyre had had his weight a little higher on Roman's body, that could have been a 3 count.
McIntyre continues to inflict punishment on Reigns.
Drew McIntyre has essentially rendered Roman Reigns ineffective to this point.
And Roman has not been able to muster much offense at all.
Roman has been McIntyre's whipping boy since the opening bell.
McIntyre top rope.
You should have said no.
And Roman with a right hand. Very proud Roman Reigns. Headbutt. McIntyre hung up now. But can Roman Reigns capitalize?
Roman has suffered a great deal of punishment to this point. The top rope usually not working.
Oh, tremendous core strength. And what a throw.
Unreal.
That was absolutely incredible.
That was an opening that Roman needed to capitalize on, but he didn't get the job done.
This goes to show you, every time you think you've solved the Scottish psychopath, he one-ups you. Roman Reigns with the first opening in several minutes in this matchup, and McIntyre slammed the door on him.
I gave you the opportunity to get out of this. I broke the shield. I broke your brothers. You're nothing to me. Nothing.
McIntyre proudly declaring that he broke the shield. That Reigns is nothing to the Scottish psychopath.
It's for Ambrose.
And Reigns with a right. And another one. But McIntyre.
You'll never beat me.
Oh my God.
That was complete disrespect. A slap across the face of Reigns.
Might have been what Reigns needed.
Oh, and a clothesline. And Roman Reigns starting to fire back now. Whipped across the ring. Big boot drives McIntyre out. Now Roman Reigns hopes to build some sort of momentum here. You saw the expression on his face change. Roman Reigns with a drive-by, this time connecting. McIntyre still on his feet.
It's like the slap from McIntyre unintentionally flipped a switch in the big dog's mind.
And now it's McIntyre who's retreating. McIntyre who's trying to stay away. Now trying to drag Roman out, kicked into the barricade. Reigns sides up outside the ring. And the official at a count of 3, Reigns sends McIntyre back inside the squared circle. McIntyre sends Reigns across the ring. There's Roman Reigns. Down goes McIntyre. And now you feel the momentum shifting a bit.
Roman's in control.
You can see Drew McIntyre grasping at his rib cage in his midsection. You got to wonder if the Samoan drop on the outside didn't do some damage. Maybe McIntyre's got a cracked rib.
WWE fans on their feet in the background. Roman Reigns locked and loaded. He's got McIntyre in his sights.
Might have a cracked jaw to match.
Went for the Superman punch. McIntyre able to duck underneath and caught him with a headbutt. Reigns though caught him with a Superman punch. since we've heard the big dog roar. Spear by Reigns. Reigns with the win.
Here's your winner, Roman Reigns.
Again, as I mentioned earlier, tonight was about more than just Roman Reigns. It was about more than Roman's family. It was for anyone who has suffered, who has battled illness. About the kids back in Houston that Roman spent time with in the hospital. Everyone around the world with a struggle and a fight who supported the big dog he fought for tonight.
A big smile on the face of Roman Reigns. So glad to be back, feeding off the 80,000 plus here tonight at MetLife Stadium. And now Roman Reigns can take it all in. And here, Corey, is where this match turned.
McIntyre got a little too confident, a little too arrogant, and woke up the monster inside Roman Reigns. The big dog came swinging full force. Bang! Superman punch dropped the psychopath. And this old familiar sight on the grandest stage of them all, a hellacious spear from the big dog.